You need to stop telling yourself the same old story. And I can't stress this enough when you are, especially over the age of 40, and you think that you're too old to do something and you're too late to start your life over. Stop telling yourself that story and start changing your mindset to believing that you are worthy and that your story matters. And think about the incredible things that are going to happen in your life once you make the big changes. It's easy to think about all the bad things that might happen. It's so easy to think that something bad is going to happen to you. You're going to, for instance, when I was going through, when I was going through my divorce, I thought that I was doing something terribly wrong. I couldn't get past this feeling that I was doing something wrong because on the outside, everything looked pretty good. But on the inside, my inside, it wasn't good at all. So I had to switch the script of what I was telling myself in order to make these big changes, but not just make big changes, but to do them joyfully, confidently, and courageously. Those are great words when you really need to make big changes. What brings me joy? How do I feel in this situation? How do I want to feel? And taking those two things, the contrast of how do I feel right now and how do I want to feel, and taking the thing that I am courageous enough to do this, I am worthy enough to do this, such a huge, huge mental shift in how you are telling your story. Could you imagine telling your best friend that she's doing something wrong? Oh, you're doing that wrong. Your daughter that's trying to walk for the first time. No, don't do that. And that's what we do to ourselves. We put this fear inside of us. We put this scarcity mindset. We put this somebody else knows more than me. I'm doing it wrong. We put all these words in our mind, and we make everything 10 million times harder than it has to be. We can make big changes in our life joyfully. We can start over joyfully. But when we pick apart the things that don't quite look like everybody else's, for instance, I had a friend on my podcast and I was asking her about being a single mom. And she kind of brought up this stuff like, oh, this is hard and this is hard because being a single mom is hard. And I said to her, but what's it like when you've had a long day and you open the door to your apartment and it's yours and your daughter's and you've created this beautiful thing and the art on the walls is your art and the clothes on the floor are your clothes and this whole existence is just yours. And a smile came across her face because it's so easy to think that we're doing something wrong, that we will overlook the things we did right. And we can overlook the joy that comes from doing the hard things. And we can overlook the excitement of being in true alignment because we're supposed to feel bad. Isn't that funny? So you can kind of think of rewriting your story as a new story, a new chapter, a new you, and take some time and really think about this new chapter that you are creating, if not physically, but in your mind, wherever you're at. Write that chapter out and write it out that everything works out for you. What would your life look like? How would you feel? What would your morning routine be if everything that you've wanted and desired worked out for you? Chances are you're going to start feeling really, really good inside. And when you start feeling really, really good inside, you start attracting all these really, really good things that want to just be part of you and your life. And you can see that happening. But the trick is, as you're writing this story and you're feeling the feelings, the trick is, as you're writing your new story and you are your new you in the story, just like a movie playing out, you have to remember that sometimes that the old you and the old story can't coexist with the new story, and you have to be okay with that. What I mean by that is the new story, the new script, you're going to be inviting new opportunities into your life, and you're going to be aligning with new goals, and you have to be okay with letting go of some of the old stuff, the old story, some of the old characters in your book. Sometimes people, they're just here for a little bit of time. They're just here to teach you something, to be part of your journey, to help you grow. And then you have to have the painful goodbye. You have to have the painful goodbye so you can say hello to the new part. And just because things are changing and people might not be there for you that have been there in the past, and you don't know exactly when the new, it's like people are exiting stage left, people are entering stage right, and you're kind of at this intermission stage and you don't know who's coming in, and all you see are people leaving. You just have to trust that the new people are coming in, that the new story that you have written out, carefully written out, is coming into fruition. And how exciting is that? So from 0 to 40, you've been living a life that somebody else has created. You've been living a life for other people's script. You've been living other people's character. You've been other people's characters in their story. And now you're at the point in your life that you can see that you've been playing these parts, and now you get to write your own story. You get to make your own play. And start with scene 1 and end with scene 4. What's the grand finale, right, of your life? What do you want it to look like? What are the places you want to see? What are the feelings you want to feel? And get excited. If you are looking at starting over your life and it's 40-40, if you are looking to start over in your life and you're over 40, you are right on time. And all you have to do is start writing out the things that you want and make yourself, you can even give yourself another name in your story, but just start writing it out. And while you're at it, when those thoughts come in, but then this one time that happened in your past, rewrite that too. Just rewrite it all. And it's a beautiful time to be alive. It's a beautiful time to enjoy your life, enjoy all the things that you've gotten to do and that have gotten you to this point so that now you can write your own story. Be your own superhero. Be your own special character. And I hope this helps. I know it can seem really scary when you are thinking about starting over, but it's never too late and you're right on time.